Welcome back to my channel, and more importantly, today 25 of the 25-day countdown to October. We're finally at the end, and I know this was supposed to be done before October started, and now we're a good bit into October. So many things have happened. You all know about most of them, but here we are, we're finally done, and now the next video after this is going to be me stitching them all together and making either a sweater vest, like open front vest, a cardigan, or a sweater. I have not decided. I was originally going to do what I did with the last set of squares, but I could change my mind. I'm not sure, honestly. But yes, this is our final one, and this one and the Frankenstein are probably my two absolute favorites. They are just so stinking cute, and I wanted this one to be the last one because this is just, I feel like, the most classic Halloween character. Like, you go back in the day, like, look at old costumes, like, this is just a good classic character, this little devil, and he is so adorable. I love him. Absolute favorite. But anyway, enough babbling. Today you will need a 5mm hook, a 3mm hook, so I haven't lost it, whoop whoop, red, black, and white yarn. So to get started, I'm going to take my red yarn, I'm going to do a magic circle, and then I'm going to do 10, or I'm going to chain one, and then I'm going to do 10 half double crochets into the magic circle. And once you've done 10 half double crochets into the magic loop, you can go ahead and pull that nice and tight, slip stitch into the first spot, chain 2, and into that same spot you're going to do 2 double crochets, and you're going to proceed to do 2 double crochets in each spot all the way around so that you end with 20 double crochets. And once you've done your 20 double crochets, you can go ahead and go into that first stitch, slip stitch, chain 2, pull out a tail, and make sure you pull out enough to stitch around the whole thing. Okay, and for the hair, I'm going to take my black, and I'm going to start off on this side because I want this to be on the side and not in the middle. I'm going to count over 11 spaces, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to go into the 11th space. I'm going to pull up a loop and slip stitch, and then I'm going to go in and do 9 single crochets, and then in the last one, so that'll be the 10th one, I'm going to do another slip stitch, so there are 11 total spaces taken up. 9 single crochets and a slip stitch on either end. And then if you want to add a little pizzazz on the 5th single crochet like you did on the vampire, you can go down one and give them a little cupid's bow, which I feel like the classic devil and everything I've seen as back when I was a kid used to have a little bit of a widow's peak, not as dramatic as the vampire, but there you go. And then I'm just going to continue the single crochets. And then on the last one, I'm going to just slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 2. Pull out enough of a tail to stitch all the way around. And then for the horns, so that widow's peak is going to be the middle, and there are going to be 3 spaces between the horns. So these 3 we're not going to touch. So we're going to be putting the horn in these two, so I'm going to start on this one. I'm going to grab some yarn, pull that through, and then I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to skip the first one, go into the second one. I'm going to slip stitch, and then in the last one, I'm going to do a single crochet, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the next spot, and then I'm going to chain 2, and pull out enough of a tail to kind of stitch around the edge of the horn. And there is the first little horn. And then again, we're going to skip those 3 spaces. I'm going to go into this one. Pull that through. Chain 3. Skipping the first one, going into the second one. I'm going to slip stitch. And I'm going to do a single crochet into the next one. And I'm going to go into the next spot. And I'm going to slip stitch. And then chain 2. And pull out a little bit of a tail. And pull that nice and tight. And all of these ends will be taken care of later. So here is the base of him. So I'm going to take some white. I'm going to do about this much. I'm going to ply it in half. And then do a magic circle. And using your 3mm hook, you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to do 6 single crochets into the magic circle. And pull that tight. I'm going to go into that first spot, pull up loop, and then slip stitch. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And I'm going to do the other eye, and I will be right back. I went ahead and I finished one eye, and I'm going to do the other one to show you. I'm going to take the tail of the white. I'm going to go straight in. I'm going to come up through the loop, and I'm just going to keep going in and out through the loop on the eye as so. And once you finish with that, I'm just going to leave the tail open for now, and we'll deal with that in a minute. I'm going to take a tiny bit of black. I'm going to tie a knot in the middle. And I'm going to go in the middle of the eye, and then I'm going to angle it up and go through the back. And then I'm going to grab the other end, I'm going to go in the middle, and I'm going to go angle it down and go through the back. And then I'm going to grab both of the black strings and tie them together. Once gently, and then the second one I'm going to pull tighter. And then holding on to one of the black threads, I'm going to grab the white and do the same thing. One loose, and then the second one I'm going to pull it tight. And I'm going to cut them short, and you can weave them in, but whenever I do something where there's a lot going on and it's going to be against something, I like to cut them short, singe the ends, and then smush them down. So I'm going to do that outside, and I will be right back. I do wish I would have brought my camera when I did that, because when I was singeing the last two bits, there was like some flame kind of like poking out here and here, and for the little devil, it was very accurate and very funny. Which, that being said, you could do the square, you could do like orange and then red to have like a fire thing going on if you want, but anyway, I'm going to find a good place to put him down. I'm going to say right about there looks good. I'm going to pin him down. Okay, so I have him pinned where I want, so I'm going to go ahead and just take the red, and I'm going to go straight down, and then I'm actually going to come out above it, right here, and then go around. Just doing my basic back and forth through the loops. I'm going to go around till I get here, and then I will meet you right there. So I went ahead and I finished this side, and I have actually weaved in. I went ahead and did my usual tie off method and weaved it in between the two layers, and now I am on this first black string, and I originally left these because I was going to do the ear separate, but I'm just going to go and I'm going to do the ear, and then I don't know if this will make it all the way around. If it does, then I'll just weave these two in. If it doesn't, then I'll probably make it here and then pick this one up and use it to finish it off. But for now, I'm just going to start with the black. I'm going to go in. I'm going to come out through the loop and just do my usual thing of stitching it down. So I don't feel the most confident about this making it all the way and having enough to weave it in, so I'm going to go in this next loop, pull that out, grab this next black, go straight in, and then I'm just going to continue stitching this all down with this new thread. I have finished weaving in all of the ends, and then what you're left with is this really cute little devil. I haven't blocked this one yet, so he's a little lumpy still, but as you can see, it smooths out and looks really nice. I'm a huge fan. This one and the little Frankenstein are my absolute favorites. I want to say the Frankenstein one's my absolute favorite, but I can't choose him over the little devil because the devil is just such a classic Halloween character. That, I mean, look how cute he is with his little mustache and little mischievous eyebrows and his little horns. Like, so cute. Anyway, this was the last one, so I can't tell you what we're doing tomorrow because we're not doing another square. And I don't know when I'm going to have the video for the vest or sweater or whatever making out of the squares up, because I will be getting back, I believe, the day that this video is coming out. And so I gotta actually like settle back in and unpack all my stuff and do a bunch of stuff. So we'll see. It's more on that family issue, so I'm not gonna be in town. I actually pre-recorded all of these and posting them while I'm gone. Again, there's just a lot going on right now. So yes, this is the last one. Again, if you make him, whether you make him in the classic colors or in different colorways and make him more of your own unique color combination, please post them on Facebook or Instagram and tag me. I would absolutely love to see them. And then a little forecast for how the rest of this month's gonna go. I hope nothing else crazy happens, because when I get back from this family issue we're having, I have to film the like putting them all together video. Then also that like I have like 2 days before I have a market, so I have to kind of also squeeze in some market prep and be prepared for that, which is stressful. And then after that, video-wise, I have at least 2 videos I want to get out in Halloween besides putting these squares together, and they're gonna be Halloween themed. One is gonna be more of kind of a, I wouldn't say goofy, but it's not something you think of when you think of Halloween. It's more of like has to do with the season. And then the second one is gonna be more Halloween, so I'm gonna do that one last, closer to Halloween. If I can get more videos out than that, I will try, but there are bigger projects, so they will take a little longer to do. But yeah, that's what I have planned for the month, and I hope everything goes well. I don't want to overplan because I do have a lot going on right now. So I'm gonna just plan for those 2 videos plus finishing the squares and getting that video out first. So I guess technically 3. I feel like is reasonable. I don't want to push it past that, but yes, like I said, if you make these, post them. I want to see them. And other than that, thank you for sticking around for my rambling, and thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you all later. Bye!